My daughter Kuri has DRPLA, a disease that causes atrophy of the brain. It is hereditary and progressive. There is no cure. Kuri is bedridden. My husband Chiaki passed away 6 years ago from this disease. I wrote OHANA Family in hopes of finding a cure. I pray that I can save my daughter. Chapter 4. I'm glad I came. I arrived in Japan last night. I met George, Eiko, and Masami, the director, who helped me with this trip to Japan, at the hotel, and we talked a lot from the first day, while being treated cut down. There is a lot to write about, but I was happy to hear from Masami that the Japanese doctors are doing a great job with the medicine and that we should ask them about it. So, when I woke up in the morning and called Hawaii, Chiaki told me, Kuri is a very good girl without her mommy. I was glad to hear that. Kuri was doing well. If Kuri had looked lonely, I would have been depressed. But she wasn't at all, so I was glad. The only thing left to do is not to eat too much. This is the most difficult. Things in Japan. There are so many things that happened to me in Japan this time that I could not sort out my feeling every day. For my own record, I would like to write down the main event. Meeting with a publishing company to discuss a book. Attendance at a neurological conference. I didn't have to pretend to be a doctor to get in. Interview with Dr. T and Dr. M, the leading experts in DRPLA. Filming for a TV program. So, first of all, from the plane to the destination, there was an event that I don't think was a coincidence. One of the movies I watched on the plane was Extraordinary Measures. It was a true story about a father whose beloved children were told they had very little time to live, and how he struggled to make his own medicine. I watched it twice on the plane and couldn't stop crying. Brandon Fraser, who plays the father, said to his best friend, I can't just give up on my children and do nothing. Yes, I'm exactly the same. In the end, I may not be able to do anything, but I can't give up until the end. What I have done in Japan, meeting with various doctors, appearing on TV and writing books to let many people know about this disease. I want to make medicine too, even though it may not immediately help save the two of them. But the truth is, it has been a hard journey. The doctor looked at their MRIs and Kuri's epilepsy and explained to me which part of their body were atrophies and how much. He told me that their function would continue to deteriorate, that Kuri's epilepsy would increase, that they might become bedridden, and that they might forget about me. I couldn't stay calm when I heard that. The TV cameras were roaring, but I was crying the whole time. There were many moving stories, but there was one that made me think, oh yes. Kuri's cerebellum is said to have more atrophy in the back of the brain than the front. I asked the doctor, does that mean that the front lobes have less atrophy? Dr. T replied, yes, that's right. The frontal lobe is more related to EQ than IQ. The frontal lobe is also supposed to be related to compassion for those around us, though I have a voracious memory of it. I took the liberty of thinking that Kuri has less frontal lobe atrophy because Kuri is people-friendly. Truly, a gentle Kuri, my pride and joy. And finally, the people who sent me there said, we'll definitely find a medicine. We'll do our best too. It was a sad trip because I was confronted with reality. But I am grateful for it. One day, I would like to find the medicine and smile from the bottom of my heart. Until that day, I must not give up.